As a child, I thought it would be the best thing ever if I could live forever. I was convinced I'd live to be 110, but I've learned a lot since then. I allowed myself to believe the day would never come when my parents would say goodbye. But when I was 15, I sat beside a hospital bed and watched my mom die. Now I realize how many moments I wasted that I could have spent with her, because I sat there listening to the hums and beeps of the machine and realized I would never get another sparkling moment when she filled the room with laughter, never another smile, another word, another hug from my mom, and it sucks that I realized that after. It was too late to soak it all in. Every moment that could have been. Since then, I've been familiar with death and come to realize that death is actually a beautiful compromise. To move on, you have to say goodbye, but the hello on the other side is worth some pain and sorrow. And sure, I'm excited to see what the world has set for tomorrow, but if I died today, you may mourn, but don't be sad, because I guarantee I will be more than glad to be without pain, frustration, and hate, and eternally existing in a beautiful state. Everyone has their own faiths, religions, beliefs, but I'm telling you now, one good thing I've learned from my life's griefs and all my negative experiences is that I've opened my eyes to see how lost our world has become in its false reality. There is more than this, and that's comforting to know, because there has to be more than this lie of a life that has begun to grow. Now I know there's more because I saw her there. As I cried and tears turned to anger, yelling, "This isn't fair," I saw her, for just a moment, at the end of the hall, glowing with a smile and her long auburn hair. And don't tell me it was just my imagination. Don't tell me I just saw what I wanted to see, that I was coping with tragedy. And don't think for a moment my eyes deceived me. She was there and showed me she was happy. After a 3-year struggle, she was finally free. I had been furious. I asked God and the universe why. When I had begged for you to save her, you took her away. And it was in that moment, on that day, I realized saving her and taking her away were one in the same. When tragedy strikes, we often look for anything and anyone to blame, because it was the doctor's fault for not saving her, and it was God's fault for taking her, and we get so caught up in sadness and anger, we don't realize wishing loved ones to stay is selfish. And it sucks, and we don't want to lose them, so we hope, pray, and wish, but we're hoping that they're not eternally happy and free. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying don't mourn, I'm not saying it's bad to be sad, because I still think of that day as the worst day of my life. I'm saying don't worry, because there is more than this. Life goes on after death, and I have no doubt about it. These experiences have helped me take a step back and see the vastness of the universe we share. Many are so nose-pressed against the mural of life, it's impossible to see the whole picture. And it's funny how altered our mindsets have become. What we think of as important is really just dumb. To believe a life's worth is defined by the paper in our pockets. It's like our society's brain has come loose from its sockets. Our generation is ill with masochism and selfishness. In a society where doctors won't help you unless they get paid, and love dies in lack of respect because we no longer make love, we go and get laid. A society where school teachers and principals are so helpless that when they discover kids drinking and doing drugs, they can only result to suspension and expulsion, and to give up before they ever try to give a helping hand, to yell and scream before ever asking why. Why they feel they need a supplement to make their lives better, why they feel they have to lie to themselves and everyone else to keep existing and trying to survive. Are still barbaric, and it's humorous to think our technology is what makes us smart or advanced or superior, but each piece of technology pulls us a step back, because now we are incapable of honesty. We express our emotions with an emoji, and to tell the truth, I would rather die than participate in the world's unforgivable lie. I'm disappointed in humanity because we had so much potential and just threw it all away. But I'm optimistic, and I believe maybe someday we can overcome it and live in a world of honesty and actuality. We will find our true reality in a world of souls corresponding with one another and actually caring and loving each other. But I'm not perfect. I'm a 17-year-old girl, and I lie every day too, so why should you give a damn about what I say is true? Because I'm trying. I'm trying to help the world, and I'm trying to keep myself from lying by sharing with you my strongest truth. And I may not have evidence or proof, but believing is a choice. And for me, that choice was happiness or devastation, because I know there was more meaning behind this world's creation. So this is what I want for the world, and this is what I want the world to be, and I am choosing to live freely in a world of honesty.